afternoon, everybody. It's William Kretzer here again, and today we have Tara Krauss. We're at her studio in the Pinery where she focuses on headshots. Is that right?
That's correct. I specialize in studio headshots.
Well, great. Well, tell us a little bit about why you chose to open a studio and focus your photography on headshots.
So over the years, we were a Navy family. That is what brought us to Colorado. The nature around the Pinery is what brought us to this neighborhood. And my course of photography has gone from landscapes to portraits, babies, maternity, and I settled on headshots when I just love to learn. So I would go down the path of learning, and I settled on headshots when I realized I could use my high detail. I'm very detail oriented. I got those skills in the military, and when I could apply that to my photography of headshots, it was like a light bulb went off.
Well, that's great. And I've seen some of your photos, some of your work. You really capture something different in your headshots. What's your focus when you're taking that headshot for somebody?
To me, I really like to get to know people and connect with them on a deeper level. I am not that superficial person. I like to be the deeper person. And a lot of people like to play the persona they think they're putting out into the world. And if I can go deeper and capture who they are, sometimes that is just so much more beautiful and more, impactful to the world. So getting down and really capturing the essence of somebody is what I strive for in all my client contact.
Oh, well, that's great. And, capturing the beauty and the essence of somebody, I think that matches up well knowing that your studio's in the Pinery. The Pinery is a gorgeous neighborhood here in Parker. What are some of the things that you enjoy about living here in the Pinery area?
Honestly, I just enjoy being here. Like I could sit outside. When we were house hunting, we lived in Maryland at the time. There was not a lot of privacy there. And when we were house hunting in Parker, we went through many different neighborhoods. And when we came to this house, that had so many decks around it, where I realized that I could spend so much time of the beautiful Colorado weather outdoors. Yeah. And then the longer we lived here, you could watch the cycles of the wildlife. Feel that connection that I had. I grew up in a very small town in Montana, very nature-based, right? And being able to have the convenience of Denver and Parker as it grows so close, yet feels so separate, like without the big travel time. It's amazing that we can have that quiet life here.
Yeah, to have that experience of nature in your own yard. And we're talking about deer. I've even seen turkey out in this area, just going through the yard and in the area. And you're so close to city. You're right here, just a few minutes from Main Street Parker. From travel to get anywhere else you need to. It's really a great neighborhood to live in.
Okay.
Well, it's so great. You get to meet so many different people, but I'm sure there's a fun side to this as well, not just the relationship building, which is always fun, but what are some maybe a request or a photo shoot? What stands out? Is there something that you remember the most so far?
Definitely. So I think it was 1 or 2 summers ago, I got a call from a guy that said, I have a strange request. This is going to be a challenge for you. And that was a voice recording. And I'm like, ooh, do I want to call this guy back? I'm not sure. But anyway, he actually lived in the neighborhood. He lived up the street. And he's like, why don't I come down and meet? We can discuss it further. And I was still a little leery. But he came and we had a lovely conversation. He said, the person you see now is not the person you're going to see for the session. And I'm thinking, okay, this is getting even stranger. And what he was trying to convey in a secretive, fun way is that he is a Mark Twain impersonator.
Oh.
And so he was looking for a setup, a series of portraits and headshots that he could use for marketing material. But he said, during the session, I am going to be in character. I am not, he used his real name.
Yeah.
I am Mark Twain. So I thought, okay, this is interesting. And I did a lot of different diversity, doing portraits and some very dramatic things. And I made him laugh, and he was upset. He's like, Mark Twain doesn't laugh. Nobody has caught Mark Twain laughing, especially in film. And I thought, he'd be in character for the session, but he would, break and be him. No. So like when I would say a technical term, he'd be like, what is this you're speaking of? And it was so interesting, but it was really a lot of fun because I don't know if I'll ever have a unique experience that quite tops that one. I do have a few others if you want to hear
Yeah.
to hear some other ones.
Well, that's great. We might talk about some more some other
Okay.
time. And you've got to come meet her to hear some more stories
Yes.
about celebrities like Mark Twain. Your process. So what really sets you apart?
So I would say the number one thing is that when clients come into the studio, they'll be right here, I will be right here, but I'm also actively shooting into the computer so they can see the images we're getting. We can make adjustments with their hair, their wardrobe, the background, just to make sure that we can develop the full range of images to meet their needs, and then they will actually choose it at that moment after the shooting is done. And so, you know, a lot of times people will get their pictures and be like, oh, if only I would have done this, or God, I thought that was my favorite blouse. It's really not my color. It's all live, so we can make those adjustments to make sure you leave very happy.
Well, hey, Tara, we love getting this opportunity to meet with you today, to sit down and hear more about you. She does some great work. You've got to meet her. You've got to look her up for headshots. What's the best way for people to get a hold of you if they want to talk about it, booking a session?
Okay, so there's several ways you can do it. You can go straight to my website,
Okay.
parkerheadshots.com.
Post that right here.
And from there, you can link to my email. You can get my cell phone number, or you can go straight in and book directly if you know exactly what you want. You can go to book a session on my online calendar, and that just sets you up already, you know, with your time and your payment, and you're good to go. And if there's anything on there, I do special requests, Mark Twain, and I do have hours that are not shown on my calendar, so you're welcome to connect with me if you're seeing something that you need a different time or a different purpose or a different style. I do that as well.
Well, great. Well, again, thank you so much. Guys, this is William Kretzer, and until next time, take care. Have a great day. Hey everybody, William Kretzer here, your local real estate agent. So excited to do these interviews with all of our businesses here in the area. Would love to do one with you. If you have a small business, shoot me a message and let's get you out there and get you promoted and get an interview and find out more about what it is you do. Hey, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, I'm your guy. Give me a text today and I'll take care of you as well. Have a great one.